ain't.
Alright. So apparently the new one got sold and I'm on an 08 model. Seat's comfortable. Suspension seems quite stiff considering. Feels quite outstretched, eh? Going old school dials. It's different. Yeah, we'll get there eventually. It's getting fucking hot in this thing. Temperature's already up halfway. Reverse shift. Or standard shift, I should say. Ugh, feels really light. Surprisingly how light this thing feels.
How was it?
Really light.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh man, I couldn't believe this is super. They gave me the R instead of yes.
Nice.
It's not bad actually. Quite relaxed.
Yeah. You know which way they're turning?
Sorry mate?
You know which way they're turning?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's good. I'll follow you. Ah! I've got to get used to shifting the opposite way now. Oh, there they are. Sweet. Now we're back with the group. That easy. And given that it's an 08 model, it's running really smooth. It's awesome. I just hopefully will get used to the shift being the other way around again. So far I haven't noticed any weight on my wrists, even though I felt like I'm stretched out. But maybe that's why, because the angle of the way the pressure's onto my wrists, I'm not actually crimping my wrists up that far. Anyway, that guy I was talking to had quite a nice conversation with him at Bike Biz. Sort of just randomly come up to me and started talking. We're talking about the bikes and stuff. That's the great thing about these type of things, get-togethers and that, is that you can everyone there has something in common. You like bikes, so if you just talk about bikes, you can pretty much have a conversation with anyone. Nope. Fuck. Stealing my spot, buddy. This seat's actually quite nice. I like the sound of that jigsaw though. Sounds good. And it's got quick shift. I don't know if this actually has any sort of rider aids at all. I'm pretty sure this is just all up to me, because it's such the old model, back before rider aids even existed. Isn't that the guy we gotta follow? Alright, where's the speed cameras? Yeah, she's got some go. Wrong way. Oi. Getting a bit close to my liking. Oh yeah, this thing fucking definitely has balls. What is he doing, man? Oh man, he's tripping. It's supposed to be 60. Fuck it. Goes alright, eh? Bloody trucks, bro. Thought we had a fast zone. I was wondering what was smacking me around. So far everything's pretty good. A smooth bike, it's not very bumpy, comfy seat, but I think the heat is sort of making my ass a bit worse for wear. Still trying to get used to this shift pattern. I'm having to stop myself and think. I can't hear this bike over that fucking jigsaw though. Oh man, this guy. though. I'm getting a little bit of soreness in my wrist now. Excuse me for that burp. There's a little cottage thing. We'll see what it's like when I... Yeah, she will definitely wheelie. I could already feel the front end was getting light. Yeah, it feels good. Oh man, I'm so sketchy riding at these speeds around here. Fuck, my wrists are killing me though. She's definitely a lot stiffer up a high RPM, like I'd still be able to steer my bike a lot quicker. So she feels heavy when she's high, like a higher speed I mean. But that's expected because the bike's a lot longer than mine. The throttle's really fucking stiff. But it takes these corners like really smoothly. I'm actually getting a sore hand just from using the throttle, not anything else. The throttle's just fucking super stiff. And I know exactly why. Because I just put my hand on it. They've run the cables for the the Oxford bloody heated grips so tight that you can't freaking throttle properly. Whose bright idea was that? Oh well, even with that guy's getting sore hands. Even with the limited throttle that I have, this thing's fucking pulling pretty good. Pretty good, bro. Pretty bloody good. And like I was talking to the lady when I was signing the paperwork, she goes, yeah, 1300cc won't make more power. It just goes about it differently, which is very true. This thing feels like there's no flat spot in the RPM range, it just goes. Oh yeah, yeah. That was a Cobra. That was a very nice car. I would love to own one day, but you know, you have to be a millionaire these days for all the things that I want to buy. I have to figure out how to become a millionaire. Clutch is quite heavy on it though, which is not a surprise considering. I was a bit unsure what that car was doing just. And the brakes work good. No, this thing definitely does not have a flat spot in power. It doesn't have to spool up like my motor does. What the fuck is he doing? What, you got sweaty balls, bro? Trying to air them out? What the fuck is he doing? Oh shit. Suppose you meet a whole lot of characters and riding styles. Ooh, I almost stalled it. Da 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 da. Fuck yeah, I can go over bumps and not smack my nuts. Oh yeah. It's always a good feeling when you don't have that sickly high pain feeling of getting smashed in the balls. This surprisingly just plants to the ground. I'm still finding it weird. It does feel weird. Like I'm still uneasy on it, but that's because it's a bike I don't ride. Whew, Porsche. I'm finding a lot of nice cars today. I think now that I'm starting to get used to shifting on this bike, another Porsche, I'm going to get on my bike and shift the wrong way and look like a tool. Oh, that was sharper than I thought. Oh, fucking hell. This front tyres get squirrely. That front end, if I'd braked any harder, I probably would have had the front end come out on me just then. But holy fucking shit. I don't know if it's 50 or 60 through here. Oh, my fucking hand, man. Is really sore. It's mainly just my thumb. Well, this guy knows where he's going because I sure as shit don't. I wouldn't go so far to say that I'm more comfortable on this bike. It's supposed to be a tourer, like something that you should be able to ride for a lot longer, but I don't know, I'm really not too impressed with the comfort side. I've still got a sore bit like on the bone of my ass. It's like, yeah, it's definitely not feeling as good as I thought it would. The bike itself is performing really well. It was a bit sketchy there when I was under heavy braking, and usually with my bike, the rear will start to sway because it's obviously there's no grip on the rear when you're hitting the brakes heavily. But this thing, when we saw those cops and I had to brake really hard, that was sketchy because the front end started to wave, not the rear. So to me that means the front end, I was hitting like basically the peak friction point of the tyre, and the front tyre was starting to give out, and if that happened I would have been fucking up shit creek. But it did pull up really well, taking that into account. And I'm pretty sure this bike is that old that it doesn't even have a steering damper. I'm not 100% about that. I haven't done any research into these things, so considering there's no steering damper, it's actually been exceedingly stable. If it does have a steering damper, then obviously, yeah, it's really stable. I'm finding it though, I've spent so much time reading digital dials, hard to go back to an analog dial. Like, it's alright in my car, but on a bike, I would prefer to look down and see a number, because it's just a lot easier to look down and look at a number than it is to look at a dial. Especially being on a bike, it's like, yeah, the old school dials look cool and all, and it's fun to watch them, you know, they go spastic when you just go on super fast. But at the same time, when you need to quickly check your speed, dial's just not that easy. I don't know what that dude's doing, checking something out. It does shift gears pretty good though, like nice and smoothly. Can't fault it for that. It's just this fucking cable that's holding my throttle back. It's making it very difficult just to do blipping. It's routed in a really fucking shit spot too. Whoever did the job on that needs to stop. Needs to plan their shit before they do it. And actually test things out when they're implementing them. I have to say though, if I didn't already have a ZX, this would be a pretty good contender for a first over 1000cc bike. But I cannot say that it's better than the Duke, not by a long shot. The comfort of the Duke is so much better, and for that, as a tourer, is so much better than this. This is a lot smoother though. Like, but you know, Duke just felt so much better all around. What the fuck is these people doing? Oh, waiting for people to cross. That little kid, just like, ooh, bikes! Fucking bikes, bro! Yeah, he can't take his eyes off him. He wants to buy one. Lady, get in the buy biz around the corner here and buy him a little Pee-wee 50. Yeah, buddy! And that was 2008 Hayabusa. It was supposed to be today's model, but you know, I don't see there being that much difference.
You